Hey guys, it's Pat, and welcome back to another custom LEGO minifigure showcase. This time I have 5 original custom LEGO Clone Trooper minifigures. These are original characters that I created myself. And if you remember the showcase video I made on Kestis Kai and 8 Albus, which I'll actually drop a link to in the description down below. If you remember that video, I'm fairly certain I mentioned in that video that if you guys wanted to see my custom clones that I made to go along with those 2 customs, then to let me know. I don't know if you actually wanted to see this video or not, but you're seeing it anyway. And Kestis Kai and 8 Albus, they are original Jedi that I came up with myself, original characters, and they are the generals of the 646th Battalion, which is a clone battalion, a custom clone battalion that I created myself with these minifigures. And as you can see in the background here, this right here is it's a whole bin that I have of custom LEGO clones. If you can take a custom thing that I have. This is full of clones, but I chose these 5 out of them because well, these are probably the coolest ones. And we have the commander of the 646th Battalion, Commander Griffin, Ekin, Darman, Arc Trooper Sky, who is the second in command right behind Commander Griffin, and Hardhead as well. Original names, original everything. And yeah, and I apologize for not uploading for a while. It's been a few weeks since I last uploaded, and that is simply because I have been sick. If you can hear my voice, doesn't sound the way it usually sounds. I have been coughing, I have been miserable, but I am back now with the showcase. So without further ado, let's get into the video and start off with the commander of the 646th Battalion, Commander Griffin. Now, as you can see, him and all of my clones are in their Phase 1 armor rather than their Phase 2 armor because I bought a 24 or 25 pack of just Phase 1 Clone Trooper minifigures. I'm fairly certain these are knockoff minifigures, but I bought them on Amazon years and years ago. It was actually a few years ago now. And I just went to town on them and made my whole battalion and legion and then my whole battalion. And yeah, I went with green because just because blue is the color of the 501st. And if you guys are not already aware, the 501st Legion is my favorite clone legion, battalion, whatever in all of Star Wars. So and also the day I'm recording this is actually May the 4th. So if this comes out on May the 4th, which it probably won't, so I'll just say it now, but May the 4th be with you! And if it comes out tomorrow, then happy Revenge of the 5th. But here is Commander Griffin. Now, I'm gonna quickly get this out of the way now. This is this is the standard 646 Battalion clone. This is like what I think not the good majority of them look like, what a lot of them look like. Actually, no, not what a lot of them look like. A lot of them are actually just are like custom designs, they kind of stand out amongst the others, like Ekin and Darman and all the other ones. But I do have a few of these standard guys. If I pull some out, I do have a few standard guys. But yeah, these are just the standard 646 Battalion clones. They're not really all that special. They have the same design, which is a green stripe running down the helmet and also the front of the torso as well. And the arms are completely Sharpied green, as well as the legs have some markings on them as well. And that Sharpie, you can see that Sharpie is fading off because these figures are actually quite old. I haven't really gone back to touch them up in a while, so I'm gonna have to do that. But these are just the standard guys, and I think I have I think that I have a lot of these. I think these are about the maximum I have. This is the most common clone that I have, and I think there are about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 of these guys. Because everyone else is everyone else is a completely unique design. It's a completely unique design that actually stands out amongst them. But yeah, I think this is about the max of the standard 646 Battalion clones that I have. Unless I have any more. I actually do have some more. Yeah. So this is the standard This is like I think the max amount of like the standard clones, like what they look like, what like the standard one looks like. You know how the standard 501st clones look with like the blue stripes and everything. Not really special. But yeah, these are like the max clones that I have, like the standard clones of the 646th Battalion, if you will. But I'm gonna put all of them back now so I can talk about the commander, who is probably my favorite. Who's probably my favorite clone that I made. This is Commander Griffin. I spent 5 minutes talking before I even got to this figure. Excuse me. But here's Commander Griffin. And let's look at these out of the way now. The guns are just like standard Lego Star Wars blasters. I tried to make them look like DC-17 blaster pistols, and I think I actually got pretty close. And what I did was I cut off the back of both of them, and I cut off the scope of both the guns to make them look like this. So that's actually, I'm going to get these out of the way now so you can look at the rest of the figure here. Now, the helmet is just a standard Lego. This is the old Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet, by the way. This is the old ones. These are not the newer ones, because I don't have the newer ones. I don't have, like, the 2023 ones. These are, like, the old ones from, I think, 2014 or 15. Yeah, like, these are, like, the older ones, not, like, the newer ones. But, yeah, the helmet is as you can see, it's Sharpied with green Sharpie. I sharpened a stripe running down the front, which is fading away, as well as I Sharpied the whole top of the helmet as well, including the fin, and just to make him stand out amongst everyone else. And actually, I'm going to take off the helmet so you can see the head underneath. And this is the old clone head, not the current one. But yeah, this is the old one that they used for a very long time. But as you can see, I tried to make his hairstyle look kind of like Captain Rex, because I guess Commander Griffin is kind of inspired by Captain Rex, because Captain Rex is one of my favorite clone troopers of all time, and I guess I kind of tried to take inspiration from Captain Rex and kind of implement it onto Commander Griffin here, but he's still like an original character. But yeah, but the head, as you can see, I took a Sharpie and cut to gonna Sharpie it all around the head and make it look like a buzz cut, further mimicking Captain Rex. But Rex has a blonde buzz cut, whereas the Griffin just has a black one. And yeah, the head is the same. And that's really all I did to the head. And this pauldron you see here, this is not official Lego. I think I got this off of a website called AV Figures a while back. And I did do I did cut up the front of it. I also fairly starting to cut up the back of it too. But it's complete like cloth pauldron. It's not like anything too special. It's just that. And actually, I'm gonna take it off so you can see the torso, which is just like again the standard Phase 1 clone torso with the front with the front part, with the front of it Sharpie. As well as the back as well. This is very, very much fading away. I guess you can consider this like the war paint or whatever. It's like their markings are fading away because they've been in so many battles. But it's true. But really, it's because I haven't touched these guys up in a while. But yeah. And the arms were Sharpied. And as you can see, it's all fading away as well as the legs. But I think that's actually it for Commander Griffin. I think he's probably one of the simplest clones I've made, and I'm gonna stall real quick while I just kind of piece him back together, and yeah, so that is it for Commander Griffin. And next up is the second in command of the 646th Battalion, ARC Trooper Sky, and now this has not been seen in Star Wars yet. This is not like it's the Phase 1 clone or Phase 1 ARC Trooper. We did see that. Technically, it was the Phase 1.5 armor, if you will. It was Phase 1 clone helmet with the Phase 2 visor on it in Star Wars Clone Wars Season 3 when Echo and Fives became ARC Troopers after the Defense of Camino. But and then they would go on to fight. Then they would go on to storm the Citadel, and that is when Echo, quote unquote, died because he came back later in the Bad Batch. But yeah, so here is ARC Trooper Sky. Now, and then the blaster, is actually like the standard Lego clone blaster that I cut the front of it down, cut the back of it down, and as well as I cut off the scope to make it look more like the DC-15 blaster carbine or rifle or things that or the DC-15A blaster rifle that that almost every single clone trooper in the Grand Army of the Republic uses. And so I did that here. I didn't give him the pistols like I did Griffin, just because I didn't feel like it. But yeah, and taking the helmet off, as you can see, it's just a standard clone head. I didn't do anything to it, and he doesn't have hair either. He's just bald. But yeah, as you can see, the helmet is I sharpied like the top of the fin here, as well as like on the side here, and that is very much fading away. But yeah, not really much on the helmet, but I'm actually going to take off the helmet again in the head, because I can show you the pauldron, which is the exact one that I got for Griffin. I got it off of the AV Figures website. This is just the ARC Trooper pauldron. I didn't do anything to it, just because I think it looks really cool. And this part right here, I actually sharpied this in black, because like on like ARC Trooper armor, they have a layer of armor like on top of their standard clone armor, and I did that in black because I didn't have a gray Sharpie or anything, so I did that in black to kind of make it look like that. And now the arms and the legs are the same as Griffin. The arms and the legs are both Sharpied and very much fading away. So that is actually it for ARC Trooper Sky, if I can actually put them together. But yeah, that's it for ARC Trooper Sky. He, again, it's a pretty simple figure, but probably one of my favorites in this video next to Commander Griffin. So that is it for the ARC Trooper Sky, the only ARC Trooper in the 646 Battalion. I didn't feel like making another one. But next up is Clone Trooper Ekin, original name, original everything. And, yeah, so here he is. And as you can see, his paint and Sharpie is very much fading away. But I like to think that he's been in many battles, and the markings on his armor are fading away. But yeah, so as you can see, I Sharpie the top of the helmet in green, and like the fin as well, and as you can see, that's very much fading away, as well as the front, the visor here, Sharpied over that, as well as a stripe running down the helmet there. And if I take the helmet off, so you can see that his hair is actually quite unique. Because what I did was I took a black Sharpie and I colored like that part as well as that part, because the idea is like he's bald on the top, and he's bald in the back, but he has like sides of hair kind of like running around the sides of his head, kind of like a reverse mohawk. That's kind of what I was going for when I was doing Ekin's hair. And yeah, and the blaster, same as ARC Trooper Sky, same process. And as you can see, the arms and the legs are the same, but the torso is actually quite different, because what I did for the torso was I Sharpied this part, and then I Sharpied a strip running up to kind of make it look like how you see, as well as I did that for the back, but it is very much fading away, as well as the back of the arms as well. But yeah, that's actually it for Ekin, a very basic figure, but it gets the job done, and I think he is one of my favorite clones in this showcase too. Next up is his brother Darman. Again, original name, original everything on this figure. And yeah, so he was actually a little bit of a process than the rest of them. But what I did for him was I Sharpied the top of the helmet. As you can see, I Sharpied these two sections as well as the fin. And I also Sharpied like the bottom of the helmet to kind of make it look like a beard, I guess, or something. And I made it look like that. As you can see, that is very much fading off. But oh well, can't really do anything about it now. And if I take the helmet off, he actually does have hair. So someone put that on, and this is just like the flat top hairpiece in black, which is what I use for all my clones who just have the regular haircut, nothing special. And as you can see, I did Sharpie a little goatee, like on the bottom of his like underneath his mouth, kind of like Fives has. but like kind of like more fuller out, I guess. And yeah, actually, I'm gonna put the helmet back on. And blaster, same thing, same thing as Ekin and Arc Trooper's Guide, same thing. And the arms are green arms. Actually, no, they're not green. They're white arms that I Sharpied green, and that Sharpie is fading away, as well as on the legs as well. Just some green stripes running down the legs, and that's very much fading away. So that's actually it for Darman. And I actually really do like this one. I think he's probably one of my favorite ones that I've made. Him and Ekin, they both look really cool. And the last figure in this showcase is Hardhead. And yeah, so here is Hardhead, and I might as well get this out of the way now because it's so big. The blaster, same kind of thing here, but actually cut it a little bit shorter so I can fit this part on it, because the idea here is that the Hardhead has like a really big gun, not like a minigun, not like not like a minigun, but like a really long blaster rifle. So that's let's put that there. So here's the actual figure. And as you can see, he looks completely different from the standard 646 Trooper as well as everyone else, which was kind of the idea. But I Sharpied green on the front of the helmet here. I also Sharpied green kind of around the base of the helmet here. But as you can see on that side, it's completely faded off. But this is what it's supposed to look like, as well as on these sections of the helmet as well. It's faded off on both these, on this side more than that side, and also on the top, I had like strips running down here and here, but that's faded off. But yeah, underneath the helmet, you can see he looks very unique. So I took a brown Sharpie and kind of did the same thing I did with Commander Griffin, where I painted painted the hair on his head to make it look like a buzz cut, and then I actually like chipped off the paint here and here to make it look like that, and I think that actually looks really good. And yeah, I think that looks really good for Hardhead. And yeah, I'm gonna put the helmet back on, and the torso and everything. It's the same base standard clone trooper torso like all the other figures in this showcase and all my other clones over there. But yeah, what I did here was I took a green Sharpie and I Sharpied a stripe right there, as well as two kind of curved ones right there and right there. And same thing I did for the arms and the legs like everyone else, but it's we're very much fading away. So that is actually it for Hardhead, and that is actually it for this showcase video. So I'm gonna try to get the gun in his hand if it cooperates, and it does. And and there go his legs. So that's actually it for this showcase video. So getting everyone in here if they cooperate. There we go. So this is actually it for this showcase. Hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and share, and follow me on both of my socials. Links are down in the description below. And let me know if you guys want to see more of my custom Lego clone troopers, because I have so many. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Pat, signing off.